welcome back. So today, if you're looking for bold flavor packed dinner with almost no cleanup, then this one pan chicken shawarma is going to be your new go-to. It's loaded with Middle Eastern spices, juicy marinated chicken, and perfectly roasted veggies, all cooked together in a single pan. No complicated steps, no pile of dishes waiting for you when you're finished. Just vibrant, savory goodness and just a bit under an hour. So whether you're feeding a crew or you're meal prepping for the week, this recipe delivers big flavor with minimal effort. So let's get started and let's see if we can do it under 60 minutes because at noon the Cavs game starts, playoffs. So let's go. Let's go. Okay, so on the fender board here today, so we're going to get our chicken marinade together. So we're going to use our cumin, our coriander, cinnamon, smoked paprika, turmeric, and we're going to about a teaspoon or so of all those ingredients into a bowl. Then we're going to do a couple of tablespoons of some non-fat Greek yogurt. And then we're going to add our 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix that all together and that'll be our marinade for our chicken thighs. Now, as I mentioned before, we're going to use the chicken thighs instead of the chicken breast because I feel like when you're roasting chicken, I feel like the chicken breast kind of dry out a little bit. So I feel the chicken thighs give it a little bit more texture, a little more juicier and heartier. So let's see how this looks. So while the chicken's marinating for about 30 minutes, you can do it overnight if you like to, but for here, we're doing this here quick and easy. So we're gonna make a tahini yogurt. So we're gonna take a couple tablespoons of tahini and some lemon juice from half a lemon. and then a half a cup of yogurt. You can use a little bit more if you like. I'm just going to use a half a cup, and then a couple tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to whisk it together. They're real good. You can do this in a food processor if you like, but here we're trying to keep the dish clean up to a minimum, so we're just going to do everything here by hand. All right. Okay, so we have our tahini yogurt in the fridge chilling. We're gonna build our pan now. So we're gonna take our chickpeas, we're gonna lay them down here on the pan, and then we're gonna add our chicken and our vegetables. We're gonna surround the chicken with the vegetables, and then meanwhile we have our oven preheating at 425. And so when we have it all said and done, we're gonna slide it in that oven for about 25 minutes, and it should come out like really, really nice. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so about 25 minutes in the oven. Gosh, after like 10 minutes, like all those aromatic herbs just like filled the house. It was so good in here. So the vegetables look done. They look roasted. I took the tahini yogurt out of the fridge and let it cool to room temperature. Meanwhile, I just quicked up like a quick tzatziki sauce. You get Greek yogurt, some garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and I put a little bit of dill in there. And take your cucumbers if you're ever going to make this, and de-seed them, because if you don't, it's going to make it way too watery. So I put it in food processor, or you can just chop up by hand, mix it up, chill overnight. It thickens up. It's really nice. So I made these two options here that we'll eat this week. But here, you just check this out, and we'll see how everything here looks. Oh man, look at that. Look at that, huh? Okay. So, man, I also made some homemade pita this week. You know, real simple. You know, there's 100 pita recipes online. Just, you know, bread and water and egg. You know, and you know, just make it like you would any kind of bread. But look how juicy that is. Look how that is. So, you know, I'll just go ahead and cut this up throughout the week. You know, everyone will come in and we'll make a little dish, make a little snack. You know, man, get some of that tahini yogurt. Look how thick it is. Mm. Yeah, pretty good. All right, thanks for watching.